and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going through some of the books that I bought on my Kindle and letting you know which ones are my favorites. I've read some really awesome books on my Kindle over the years, and actually I've found some of my favorite authors through reading things on the Kindle. As much as I love to have physical book copies, sometimes having things on the Kindle is convenient, especially for travel when you're not trying to carry like 500-page books with you in your suitcase. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So as we can get started, we'll see all of the psychology textbooks that I have from my time in school for my doctorate. So we'll skip on that. Oh, okay. The Darkest Mind series. I haven't reread it in a long time. I would like to redo that actually, but I really enjoyed the Darkest Mind series by Alexandra Bracken. I haven't seen the movie, but I don't know if they're making a second one yet, so I'm assuming it didn't go over well. But I actually really did like this series. It is a dystopian series where some virus happened, and because of this virus, kids under the age of 18 started to develop powers, and so the government started to classify these kids, their abilities that is, based on different colors. So there's, from what I remember, there was blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And the kids with red abilities had like fire powers, orange had mind control. Oh, this is where it gets more rough. I think the blue was telekinesis, yellow is electricity abilities, and green I think is smarts. So like really good with patterns and numbers and things like that. The main character is, I think her name is Ruby, and we just follow her story as she's coming to terms with what her abilities are, trying to escape the government, who are not kind to kids with abilities. So it's a really good series. I did enjoy it. If you like dystopian, check it out. The next series that pops up for me is I think it's the Wicked, it says it's the Wicked trilogy by Jennifer L. Armentrout. If you don't already know this, really love Jennifer L. Armentrout. This was an okay series. I don't think that this was her best one. It's one of my least favorites actually of her work, but it's still interesting. The story follows Ivy, our main character, and she is basically an elf. No, not elf. Fairy hunter, I believe, living in New Orleans. New Orleans. I don't know how to say it appropriately. I am so sorry if I just completely butchered that, but I don't mean to. The story kind of follows Ivy as she is trying to be a total kick-butt lead female character, and she finds some revelations about her past, and also meets a bad boy, as they do in these kinds of books, and just tries to survive, because I guess it's really hard to make it to adulthood, or not adulthood, but it's hard to have a long life in her line of work because it's either the elves or the fairies, I don't remember which, but they often kill these hunter people. There's also, I think it's a movie or a TV show being made on this series, so if you want to learn more about that, check out Jennifer L. Armentrout's Instagram. I'm probably gonna watch it when it comes out. I have so many textbooks on here, it's not even funny. Okay, we have another series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is the Titan series, which is a spin-off of her Covenant series. I said series a lot in those few sentences, so I'm sorry about that. But the Titan novels follow Seth, which is a character that we meet in the Covenant ones, and a new female lead. And the first one started off really good, and then the second one was kind of trash, to be honest. I did not enjoy it, and I didn't read further than that because I did not enjoy it enough to keep going. And I'm really not somebody that DNFs books or series, so it just, I don't know. The characters just didn't seem the same as they did in the first book. They started to act out of character in my opinion, or I just didn't connect with it the same, I don't know. But I did really enjoy the first book of the series, and if you've read the Covenant ones, then I really recommend the first one at least. It is a lot more mature, so just know that one going in. But yeah, that's the Titan series. Okay, so I have a few books here by Emily Evans, and some of these are really good, and some of these I did not really enjoy. Okay, so I enjoyed The Accidental Movie Star, The Accidental TV Star. Oh, what's this one? Rockstar? I don't know. Oops. Yeah, the Movie Star and TV Star one I think were the best ones. The Rockstar and Action Star were just okay, and then there was like Accidental Millionaire or Billionaire, and that one was awful. They are like very guilty pleasure type books where just normal characters meet famous people and then they fall in love. So it's just like a fun, lighthearted read. It's not one to take super seriously or one that I read super critically, because I was just expecting fluff, and you know, that's what I was there for. So if you're looking for some fluff and some books where normal people meet famous people and romance ensues, then check out those ones, but not the Billionaire one, because honestly, that one was pretty awful. Okay, another author that I really love is Allie Carter, and this is her Embassy Row series, which is All Fall Down and See How They Run. I don't think that this series was just as good as her Gallagher Girls series, which is one that I read when I was younger, but yeah, this one, it was still fun. I liked the first book. From what I remember, well, I don't remember much of the second book at all, so it was kind of forgettable, as much as I love Allie Carter, so I'm sorry. But yeah, the second book is just okay, but the first one was still interesting. Basically follows the main character, I don't even remember what her name is, but she is a child living on Embassy Row amongst all the other embassies. I don't remember what they all were. I know Russia had one, and that's all I remember. There's some political intrigue and then some family dark history past things to uncover. The main character struggles with some mental health things also, so if you're interested in seeing some political intrigue, then check this one out. Oh, this is a fun one. Okay, so Percy Jackson and the Kane Chronicles. There were a few like novellas released by Rick Riordan years ago where Percy Jackson and Annabeth and Percy Jackson met Carter Kane, and then Annabeth met Sadie Kane, and then there was one where they came together and worked together. So fun one. If you've read the Percy Jackson series and the Kane Chronicle series, highly recommend. I just think it's so fun when the two worlds collide a little bit. Oh my goodness, okay, so I forgot about this, but I actually have the Selection series on my Kindle. I also have it in hardcover because I did enjoy, I enjoyed the ones about America. I did not enjoy The Heir or The Crown, I'm gonna be honest. But if you're into like a post-apocalyptic / dystopian bachelor, check out the Selection series. I think that's going to be it for this video. If you want to see more Kindle recommendations, then be sure to check back on my channel. I'm sure I'll post more later. I've got a lot more books on my Kindle to go through. Again, one thing that's really nice about the Kindle is that you can take the books anywhere and it's super convenient. You can read on the plane, on the train, wherever you are without having to carry a bunch of really heavy books. And often the books that we know and love are available for cheaper on the Kindle just because they're not in print form. So I think that it's a really awesome option, especially if you have Kindle Unlimited. A lot of these books that I've read and enjoyed are on Kindle Unlimited. So then you can get and read some of these books for a lot cheaper and just return them when you're done, because it's like a reading library thing. So highly recommend you check those out. That is it. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me. I hope that you are staying safe out there, you know you are loved, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!